Heyo, heyo, healthier, protein-packed Snickerdoodles. Go ahead and add 1/8 of a cup of coconut oil or 1/8 of a cup of butter. And then, yes, try and get it out of the cup. It's a little sticky. Okay, melt it in the microwave for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Then you want to go ahead and add in 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. And I'm talking about the real maple syrup. You could also substitute honey in. Okay, now for some fiber. 2 tablespoons of pumpkin puree. And no, I don't measure accurately. Okay, now for the protein portion of it. Pick your favorite vanilla protein. 2 scoops of it or a full serving. This one is 21 grams. I do get it at Costco, and I love it. It is plant-based, but you can also do whey-based. Go ahead and add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and it does have to be the giant Costco bag. And then we're going to do some cinnamon, which is 1/2 teaspoon. Next, add in 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Go ahead and grab your favorite coconut flour and add 3 tablespoons. Now, coconut flour is great in recipes, but you do have to be careful on substitution. It is not a 1-to-1 ratio. It's vanilla time. Oh, yep. Sometimes I don't measure. 1/2 teaspoon, though, if you do measure. And then make sure you put that cap back on because guess what? Vanilla is expensive. And now a dash of salt or 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Yep, there goes the lid. Add in 1 egg and make sure not to get any of the shells in there. Might get a little crunchy. Mix it with a fork and just make sure you try and get out all the clumps. Yep, this is your arm workout. Okay, now that you're done, go ahead and place it in the refrigerator for 1 hour up until the next day. You can make this well in advance. Yep, it's the next night, and I do have my handy dandy helper back. We are adding in 1 teaspoon. Yep. Watch out for the sugar. But adding 1 teaspoon of sugar into a bowl, and then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Yes, I am not a Celsius person. And then with clean hands, form your dough into a ball and make sure that your cinnamon and sugar is mixed well with a plastic knife. Now the fun part. Start an assembly line. Mom does the dough ball. Daughter eats and rolls all at the same time. Once you're done with the dough balls, and yes, some dough was lost making this film, take a fork and just go ahead and kind of squish down the top of it, making some cute little lines. Yep, got to make sure that they're just right. Of course, then you have to lick the fork. I don't know. They're ready for the oven. Bake them for about 8 to 10 minutes or until they're golden brown around the outside and a little soft in the middle. Enjoy!